Don't die early. Harley Davidson riders die early.
Oh, that's hard.
Harley Davidson riders die early. It's unfortunate. Don't let that be you. Hi, my name's Eamon. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Harley Davidson riders dying early, why and what to do about it. Harley Davidson riders die early and there's a reason for that. Stay with me till the end. I'll show you something funny, why just 11 push-ups can save you and stop this happening to you. Now, I'm sure you want to live longer, not just to ride your Harley for a longer period of time. You might also have family, you might also have a mission to complete. We probably all want to live longer. Personally, I love riding my Harley. I want to ride it till the day I die, and I'm hoping to live for a long time. So to ride my Harley to the very end until the day I die, I need quality of life, not just longevity. And that's what you should be aiming at. There's that word should again, but here is a little bit of inspiration. Here's a couple of oldies that might inspire you. Check this out. Here's Chester, who turned 100 years of age back in 2014, and he was still riding his Harley. He was on his 16th motorcycle and had been riding for over 85 years, a member of 3 motorcycle clubs. All the other members have died off and he's the last one standing. He got recognition and his 15 minutes of fame during the Harley Davidson 110-year anniversary back in 2013. Here's Gloria Struck, a member of the Motormaids Motorcycle Club, which she joined in 1946. She's 95 years of age and, as of last year, still riding. Isn't that fantastic? Doesn't that give you some hope, something to aim for? Now, you can keep riding until you drop, or at the very least until your mental and physical health gives out on you. And I want to ride my Harley forever. You probably do too. Well, maybe not forever, because there's those people who own private jets who are at the moment trying to ban everything. So it's most likely going to be illegal to look at your motorcycle in the near future because, you know, climate change. So I was sitting in a cafe the other day, not too close, but close enough to a couple of Power Rangers, you know, beautiful sports bikes, matching suits. And they were having a nice conversation and I happened to overhear them say, Harley riders are overweight. No, they didn't say that. They didn't say overweight. They said Harley riders are fat. No, they didn't say that either. They said Harley riders are fat, and then you got to insert that 4-letter swear word that starts with an F, which I probably can't say on here. Let me know in the comments, can I swear on this channel? I wanted to flash my six-pack at them, perhaps do some other things, but, you know, climate change, you can't do anything anymore. It did, however, get me thinking. And I thought, is it true? Are Harley Davidson riders fat? Are they all overweight? Well, a lot certainly look out of shape. Now, overweight is directly linked to a shorter lifespan. I'll tell you why a little bit later on. And obviously, increasing your lifespan means more time riding your Harley Davidson. Also means more time with your family, friends, and doing the other things that you love in life. We're looking for not just longevity, we're looking for quality of life into our old age. Because I often hear Harley riders saying, oh, I'm going to give up riding, or I'm going to go to a smaller Japanese bike because, you know, Harleys are too big and they're too heavy. And most of that is because your physical condition has deteriorated as you've aged. In my opinion, you want the last years of your life to be, if you want to be mobile, you don't want to be living in pain and with suffering. Now, 40%, yes, 40% of the world is actually obese. Now, that's not overweight, I mean obese. That's seriously overweight. And if we're just looking at how many people are overweight, you can see here in Australia, I think it's about 67% of the population are overweight. It's a little bit less in England, and it's a little bit more, 69% in the United States. Now, that's a lot of people who are overweight. And of course it's slanted towards older people. So as a generalisation, as we get older, we put on more weight, and you just need to look around at the people you know and the people you see at your local shops. You'll see that generally speaking, younger people are slimmer and older people are, well, there are more overweight and out of condition older people around, and that's quite obvious. Now, the problem is Harley riders are older. Can you see where I'm going? The average age of a Harley rider has crept up into the 50s. And if I look around locally, I can see that here in Australia, a lot of the Harley riders are older, probably because they're expensive motorcycles, and it's very difficult for the younger people to afford them. And I can see the same sort of thing happening when I watch my favourite YouTubers across the world. There seem to be a lot of people that are overweight riding Harleys. Now, one of the interesting things is you hear a lot of people in Australia anyway saying, let's go for a ride, and where is that destination? It's going to be to a bakery or to somewhere where you can drink beer. Both of those, of course, are going to not help you get slim and fit. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, well, I sort of am, but I'm suggesting some things that are going to make your life of riding your motorcycle extend for a much longer period of time. So for me, that's important. If it's important for you, just keep watching. The number one killer in the world is cardiovascular disease. Actually, it's just been pushed down to number two. The new number one killer in the world is actually unknown causes, which just happened to spring up over the last couple of years. Any idea why? No, I've got no idea. But the other number one killer is cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease is a catch-all phrase for things that go wrong with your heart, lungs, and circulatory system. So that covers things like heart failure and coronary artery disease, amongst a whole range of other things. So to put it bluntly, being overweight leads directly to cardiovascular disease and therefore an early death. But it's more than that. It's also, once you get sick and once you get a lot of these conditions, your quality of life deteriorates. So you might live just as long, but you're going to be very immobile, and you're certainly not going to be in a good condition to lug around a heavy motorcycle. But of course, there's a saviour, and it's not Jesus. So let's find out what we can do or who we should consult. All right, I've got Troy with me. He's going to do the push-up challenge. He's brave enough to do this on camera. He's looking a bit hesitant, but I know he's going to do well, and it's a good cause because we're going to bring awareness to Harley riders and their health. Say hi, Troy.
Hi guys, I'm Troy, I'm 49, ride electric glide 2010, loving the colour, stands out. Okay, I'm going to do the push-up challenge. And one for good luck.
He's done 11, fantastic.
Done 11.
Well done. Do you reckon you could have done more, Troy?
Yeah, I was feeling it. I probably could have done about another 4 or 5.
Oh, good on you. Okay, all right, cool. That's fantastic.
Cool, safe riding, boys.
Rightio, I've got Mick with me. Mick is brave enough to volunteer to do push-ups on film. He's going to introduce himself in a minute. Over to Mick.
How are you guys? I'm Mick. This is me 2004 Electric Glide Classic.
Hang on, let me get that in. Beautiful. Whoops. How old are you, Mick? Can I ask?
I'm 50.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Famous 50.
Yeah, we're going to attempt to do some push-ups.
He's going to attempt to beat Troy's record.
I'll set the challenge.
All right, go, Mick. That's it. All right, hopefully we've got that. Go, Mick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow.
And one for good luck.
I reckon you could have done more then.
I probably could have.
How many more do you reckon you could have done, Mick?
Another 4 or 5.
Yeah, good on you. All right.
Yeah.
All right, feeling fit?
Feel good.
Do you reckon
yeah.
you do 3 sets like that?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Thanks, Mick. Well done,
worries.
mate. Well done. Now, pause the video right now. Yes, right now. Just for a second. Get down on the floor and give me some push-ups. I want you to put in the comments how many push-ups you actually did. Don't lie, don't cheat. It's for your own benefit. See how many push-ups you can do right now. The idea is if you can do more than 10, every single push-up over 10 increases your chances of not getting cardiovascular disease. So let's give it a try. All right. 1, 2, 2. Does that look real? What do you think I'm faking? 3, 4. Right, so why are we talking about this? I discovered a Harvard study that was released in 2019. And in this study, what they did was they monitored, for want of a better word, 1,100 firemen in Boston in the United States, and they did this over a 10-year period. They tested them with push-ups and a treadmill test. Now, all of these guys, and it was only men, were around about, or the median age was 39, so they weren't exactly old. And over the 10-year period, 37 of them contracted cardiovascular disease. And of the 37, 36 of those guys could not do 40 push-ups. So the study concluded a few things. So first of all, they discovered that physical fitness is a good indicator of your health. That seems quite obvious. And they also discovered that push-ups are a better test in a lot of ways than a treadmill test to discover your risk of cardiovascular disease. And they discovered that if you can do 40 or more push-ups, you're 96% less risk of getting a cardiovascular disease than the men that can do 10 push-ups or less. So what they're really saying is if you can do 10 or more push-ups, every push-up over 10 reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease by a little bit. So 11 is the magic number. Every push-up that you can do over 10 reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease, all the way up to God knows where. Get as fit and as active as you can. Now, this isn't about exercise. This is about movement. Human beings are designed to move.
Good to
So
know.
something to think about.
Yeah, I reckon I'll probably get to what, 40, becoming a few a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon a week's practice and you'd be doing 40. 2 weeks practice?
I reckon 2 weeks I could probably get there.
All right, so the ball's in your court.
Okay, cool, we'll catch back.
Good on you. Thanks,
Thank you.
Troy. Rightio, check this out. We've just been discussing men's health, and well, we haven't just, in fairness, we haven't discussed food. Barbecued sausages. Now that is health food. Arthur's seat. Look at this view, have a look. And as usual, there's a Harley rider here, so I've just said hello, and he happens to live nearby, or he happens to live near me. So we've started a conversation. I was telling him about this video that I'm doing, and he is brave enough to volunteer and do push-ups on camera. So say g'day.
G'day. Hi, I'm Tony. I'm 48. I've got a 2022 Harley Davidson Sport Glide. Picked it up yesterday and loving the fact that we can get out and enjoy what we have down here on the Mornington Peninsula. So awesome. I'm going to do 10 push-ups. Try.
See if you can do more.
See if I can do more.
See how many you can do, yeah?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Whew. Righto.
All right, ready?
Ready to go, mate.
Okay.
Right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez. 4. This COVID stuff's killer. 6, 7. I'm trying not to laugh, boys, but you know what?
9. So that's pretty good. You're getting there. Oh, well done.
The knees took strain. I think it was the beers last night, but
well done.
get out and ride and enjoy yourself. Cheers. Thanks very much.
How many more do you think you could have done if I really had a push?
But I pushed maybe 5 more.
5 more? Okay.
I don't do any gym exercise or any work, but certainly in this day and age, it's important to keep fit and healthy at this age. So,
Good on you, well done. Rightio, the boys are going to get me to do the push-ups now, seeing as I've got the big mouth and I'm making everyone do push-ups. And look, they're even laughing about it.
we'll be counting.
The beautiful thing though is that they have faith in me because they think I'm fit. So I could have said, look, I'm going to push out 200 and they'd go, yeah, sure. But that's not going to happen. So I'm going to go for 41. Yeah, all right, here we go. Let's go. See if I can get 41. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 39. Am I going to make 40? Of course I can.
And a few extra. How do you feel, mate, now?
I'll do another set. 1, 2. Only kidding.
How you feeling now?
Yeah, not too bad.
Did you do
it's
any
hard
more?
work. I reckon I could probably do 50 or 60 in one go. Yeah.
Great effort, mate.
Thank you. Beautiful. I know some of you are saying, nah, it's too late. I've got injuries. I'm too old. I'm too tired. I'm too overweight. I'm too far gone. I'm too busy at work. I call BS. You're never too busy. You're never too overweight. It's never too late. All you've got to do is start. If you don't like push-ups, go for a walk. Doesn't matter, just do it regularly and create a habit. And this is where people make a mistake. I've been involved in health and fitness all of my life, and I see this all of the time. Oh, I haven't exercised in 20 years. I'm going to boot camp tomorrow. They get flogged to death. They don't like the experience and they stop. Create a habit. Do 1 push-up every day for a month. Then do 2 push-ups every day for a month, and so on. Start small, create a habit. Hey, by the way, who's been to Harley Davidson boot camp? Check this out. You get it? I'm 57 years of age. I exercise every single day, Sometimes I exercise incredibly hard because I'm used to doing that in my life. I've done it professionally, let's say. But I also exercise gently a lot of the time, whether that's just a walk or some basic exercise. It doesn't really matter. The point of the story is move and be healthy, and you will extend your time on your motorcycle and you'll extend your life. Now, of course, you've got to remember something interesting. It's not the push-ups that save you. In case you've never seen this type of study before, it's most likely that the people who can do 40 push-ups are healthy, and they probably do lots of other things that enable them to do 40 push-ups. So the number of push-ups is an indicator for you. So if you don't like push-ups, don't do push-ups, play tennis instead. The point is, get up off your bum and do some activity. Do a little bit more than walking down the corridor, opening the garage door and jumping on your bike. Go for a walk, do some basic exercise every single day. It's really good for you. Oh, wait till I start talking about food. Now, if you like what I said today, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell. You'll be notified when I create a new video. Now, and once again, if you don't like what I've said, maybe, this is a Harley channel. You don't want to hear about health and fitness or any crap like that. Be the Roman emperor. Give me the death sign. Boom. I'll see you next week. You're going.
So here we go.